Where in your life have you chosen to be comfortable over growth? That's a big question. Where have you chosen to be comfortable over growth? So I'm going to tell you a little story about myself. I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I've done many businesses. I've ran many different types of businesses. I've always had that entrepreneur style since I was a kid, 16 years old. All I ever wanted to be was a businessman. That's all I talked about when I was little. I'm going to be a businessman. Both of my parents were entrepreneurs. My dad had a gas station and my mom was a hairstylist. So they instilled that entrepreneurial drive into me at a very young age. I think I was like 16, 15, 16. I had a lawn service and a mobile detailing service at the same time. So I would cut your grass and I would also wash your car after I finished cutting your grass. And, I had a couple friends that joined me. I was doing very well with that. So I had a couple friends that joined me. So that's just an example of how long I've been doing this entrepreneurial thing. I'm 50 now and I've started, like I said, many businesses. And if you listen to some of my stories on this podcast, you'll see some of the different things I talk about, some of the different ventures I've been into, successful ventures and some not so successful, but I kept going. I never got comfortable with a loss or a win. I always just kept moving and kept going. And that's what I want to talk about today. It's just being comfortable and not reaching your full potential. And it happens to the best of us. You could be doing well on your job or in a great position on your job and decide that, well, I'm in a good position. I'm not going to try to work harder and advance. Why not? You have, breath in your lungs and your feet work, your legs work, your mind works, keep advancing. Now, if you're making seven figures or more a year and you're just, very content being the boss of where you are, that's fine. You can be comfortable in that. But if you're in a grind set mind state where you're like, I'm not making enough, you're going check to check, or, you have a few checks stacked up, but any little mistake or misstep in life could set you all the way back. You can't be in that comfort zone. You always got to be thinking ahead. Now, I'm not saying to be out of control and not having any peace and balance in your life. I'm just saying you need to be trying to move forward. You can't just sit around and say, well, I'm making X amount of dollars an hour, so that's good for my field, and I'm just going to ride with that. No, that's not the way to do it. You need to be pursuing leveling up every way. If, say, you have a business and your business is doing okay, you have maybe just say a barbershop. Let's just say something simple, or a beauty shop. You have that. And it's just you and one or two employees in that barbershop or beauty shop, right? But you guys are busy. You're always busy. Why not expand? Open up more booths for your barbers or your beauticians so you can have more paying you booth rent. If that's maxed out, why not open a second location? Why stick to that first location when you can have multiple locations going at the same time and have additional revenue coming in off of less work from you? So that's getting outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, your business is doing well, but why not move to another level by opening up more, bringing in more people, and getting outside of your comfort zone and seeing the benefits that can come from that?
The Mindset Manual with Myron Williams.